Yes, students. So now I'm continuing from that only where I stopped in your online classes. So you have to follow the steps. Now come to the next topic, passing arguments to a macro by reference. How to pass the arguments. So you are passing the arguments means you are referring to the original value. By default, Excel VBA passes arguments by reference. Let us place a command button on the spreadsheet, okay, and assign the following code to pass an argument by reference. So what you have to do, you have to place a command button on the spreadsheet. The code will be defining a macro function to pass an argument by reference. So subject button 1, click dim as an integer, x is equal to 10. x को आपको as a integer define करना है. Message box triple x, message x and end subject. Function triple by reference x as an integer. So आपको क्या करना है, x is equal to x into 3, then triple x. This is the code that you have to type. Now on executing the above code, a message box appears twice. What will happen? Message box देखो यहाँ पे 2 बार आ गया ना. It is going to appear how many times? 2 times. The first message box shows the value of x as 30. ठीक है? Because the argument is passed by the reference to the function. Because you have passed the argument as the, here you have defined x is equal to 10, then x is equal to x into 3. As a result, the initial value of x has been changed. Therefore, the second message box also shows the value of x is equal x as 30. So the second message box will show again the value of x as 30 because the initial value of x is changed. Now passing arguments to a macro by value. Passing arguments by value means you are passing a copy of the value to the function while calling it. आपको क्या करना है यहाँ पे, passing arguments to the macro by value means you are passing a copy of the value to the function when you call the function. So let us again place the command button. फिर से जाओ, command button को spreadsheet पे आपको place करना है, ठीक है. Then one minute. Yes, you have to place the command button on the spreadsheet and assign the following code to pass an argument by value. This code you have to type it. Once again I am telling you have to type it. This code you will type. Now on executing the above code, when you execute the above code, a message box will appear twice. The first one will show the value of x as 30 and the second one will show the value of x as 10. Why? Because the function is invoked now. The copy of the value is passed as an argument. Therefore, the value of x becomes 30. However, it does not affect the original value of x, which is 10. So as a result, the second message box will display the value 10 as the original value. Now, macros as inbuilt functions. See, Excel allows you to create custom functions using VBA called the user defined function. User defined function means the user can define the function. Means you can customize your own functions which can be used in the same way as you use the sum function. जैसे आप लोग sum function use करते हो ना, या फिर कोई और built in Excel function जो होता है, तो macros में भी आप built in function, macros को भी आप built in function बना सकते हो. So the steps are: open the new Excel worksheet, workbook आपको open करना है, get into VBA. VBA में जाने के लिए क्या करना है, Alt plus F11, insert a new module, मतलब insert module पे जाना है, write the following code to create a function. आपको function create करने के लिए कोड लिखना है. To calculate the age of a person using the start and end dates. आपको age calculate करनी है, ठीक है, तो ये कोड टाइप करना है. So creating a user defined function, age in years, start date and end date, that will take 2 arguments. Arguments 2 होगा, एक start date हो गया और एक हो गया end date, ताकि आपको एज कैलकुलेट करनी है, ठीक है. सो फंक्शन इन ईयर्स, स्टार्ट डेट एज अ वेरिएंट, एंड डेट एज अ वेरिएंट. एज इन ईयर्स इज इक्वल टू ईयर एंड डेट माइनस ईयर स्टार्ट डेट. नाउ सी ABS, date serial year and end date. Now what you have to do with this, save the function and press Alt plus 11 to switch back to Excel. Again you have to save it by pressing Alt 11, and you can switch back to Excel, or you can press Alt plus Q to exit the VBA. Remember these commands. So in the worksheet, call the function by pressing start date. वर्कशीट में जाके फंक्शन कॉल करने के लिए you have to press start date and end date as the arguments. It should be done just as shown below. What it will be is equal to age in years. For example, in the bracket parenthesis you are giving 10th October 1850, 5th January 1910. Press the enter key. The function will display the age as 59. ठीक है, this is the way to display the age as 59. Then you have to press shift plus F3. What is your next step? Press shift plus F3 or click on the formulas or insert function. The insert function dialog box will open. Select the user defined category. Notice the created macro function has been added as a built-in function. जो आपने macro function create किया है वो आपके फंक्शन लाइब्रेरी में बिल्ट इन में ऐड हो चुका है. ठीक है, अंडर द यूज़र डिफाइंड कैटेगरी. यू कैन चेक इट इन दिस यूज़र डिफाइंड कैटेगरी. Now you can use it in the same way that you use the other inbuilt functions of the Excel. Same way you can use it. Now accessing cells directly under VBA. Directly under VBA, how you can access the cells. In Excel, it is possible to access the cells directly into the Visual Basic. How it is possible? Just let us see. You need to, for doing this, you need to read the data from the worksheet, and based on the data you can perform further operations. What you have to do, you based on the data you can perform the further operations. So the process of fetching the data from the worksheet to VBA is very simple. You can fetch the data using a cell object or range object. Cell object means it will allow you to refer to a cell by its row number and column number. That is 1 and 1. 1 and 1 means what? 1 row and 1 column. In the cell object, the row number is entered first. Cell object में क्या होगा? The row number will be entered first. Now see range object. What is the meaning of range object? It allows you to refer to a cell using the standard A1 notation. Let us learn how to write the code and read the data from Excel to VBA using the cell and range objects. So, how to write the code for writing the data from Excel to VBA? This is the code. Just type this. Reading the data from the first cell of the worksheet using the cell object. Subject SB get cell data message box. So the above code will read the value from the first row and first column. क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपने 1 1 डिफाइन किया है. So क्या होगा? The code will read the value from only from first row and first column, that is from the first cell of the worksheet, and display the value in the message box. Now consider another example to read the value using the cell object. ठीक है, code will be what? Reading the data from the first row and 7th column. Now see, row is first and column number is what? 7 of the worksheet using the cell object. यहाँ पे आपको क्या करना है? Same subject get cell data 1. यहाँ पे सिर्फ cell data था ना, यहाँ पे देखो cell data 1 आ गया. Message box cells 1,7. Then end the subject. The above code will read the value from the first row and 7th column. ठीक है, why? Because 1 and 7 in the you have already specified over here. So from the cell A7 and display the value, value will be displayed where? It will be displayed in the message box. So this is the reason we have written over here message box. So by now you must have understood how to read the data from a worksheet to VBA using the cell object. Now students, let us understand how to use the range object to read the data. Data को read करने के लिए आपको range object कैसे use करना है? देखो, for that, reading the data from the first cell of the worksheet using the range object. The code is, again you have to type the code, subject cell data 2, then message box. यहाँ पे range you have to specify. See, this is the difference over here and here. Here you are specifying range A1, then end subject. The given code will read the value of cell A1 from the worksheet and display it in the message box. Now sorting the columns using the macro. Sorting helps in organizing the data of a worksheet. So sorting से क्या होगा? आप डेटा ऑर्गेनाइज कर सकते हो. सॉर्टिंग का मतलब सबको पता है, हाउ यू कैन ऑर्गेनाइज द डेटा इन योर एक्सेल वर्कशीट. So in Excel you can sort data in many ways. There are several ways in which you can sort the data, such as by using the sort option. पहला वे है sort option use करके, then writing a code segment using the VBA and so on. So you must be familiar with the use of sort option. So let us focus on the method of sorting data. Now what you have to do, we have to focus on the method of sorting data using Visual Basic. So sorting of data can be done through VBA if it is included as a part of your code. Suppose you have some data and that you want to set weekly and need to sort it in a specific order. Suppose you are having some data and you want to sort it weekly, that you need to sort in a specific order. So for doing this, आपको क्या use करना है? Use the range sort method in your code. This is the syntax for sorting the data. यहाँ पर range मतलब क्या? It refers to the data that you want to sort. For example, this is the range A1 to C11. Sort means what? Sort के लिए क्या करना है? It is a method that will perform sorting operation on the specified range. Specified range मतलब sorting में आपको लिखना है key 1 range is what? A1, that you have to put it in the double quotes. Then key में क्या करना है? It is used to specify the column according to which you want to sort the data. जिस कॉलम के अकॉर्डिंग आपको डेटा सॉर्ट करना है वो आपको की में स्पेसिफाई करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, सपोज आपको डेटा सॉर्ट करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू कॉलम ए. सो यू विल यूज द की वर्ड एज की 1. की 1 मतलब आप ए के अकॉर्डिंग डेटा को सॉर्ट करोगे और उसमें आपको स्पेसिफाई करना है रेंज है A1. तो की 1 इज इक्वल टू रेंज A1. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस. मीन्स यहाँ पे डेटा जो सॉर्ट करेगा A1 से लेगा. ऑर्डर, इट इज़ यूज टू मेंशन द ऑर्डर ऑफ सॉर्टिंग. ऑर्डर मतलब जिस ऑर्डर में डेटा को सॉर्ट करना है, जैसे कि असेंडिंग हो चाहे डिसेंडिंग हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू विल यूज द ऑर्डर कीवर्ड एज ऑर्डर 1. कीवर्ड में आपको क्या यूज़ करना है? ऑर्डर के लिए आपको कीवर्ड कौन सा यूज़ करना है? ऑर्डर 1. XL असेंडिंग और ऑर्डर 1 इज इक्वल टू XL डिसेंडिंग. मतलब या तो असेंडिंग या डिसेंडिंग, जिस भी किसी ऑर्डर में आपको चाहिए. हेडर, इट इज़ यूज टू स्पेसिफाई वेदर द डेटा सेट हैज़ हेडर्स और नॉट. डेटा सेट में हेडर फुटर है कि नहीं वो आपको स्पेसिफाई करना है. इफ़ इट हैज़ हेडर्स द सॉर्टिंग स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम द सेकेंड रो ऑफ द डेटा. अगर उसमें हेडर है तो सॉर्टिंग कहाँ से स्टार्ट करेगा? इट्स गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द सेकेंड रो ऑफ द डेटा, और एल्स इट्स गोइंग टू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट रो. सो टू स्पेसिफाई योर डेटा, टू स्पेसिफाई दैट योर डेटा हैज़ हेडर्स, यू विल यूज़ द हेडर कीवर्ड. अगर आपके डेटा में हेडर है और आपको ये स्पेसिफाई करना है, देन आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? यू विल हैव टू यूज़ द हेडर कीवर्ड एज हेडर इज इक्वल टू एक्सेल येस और एक्सेल नो. इफ़ अगर हेडर नहीं है तो आपको टाइप करना है और एल्स नो. ठीक है. सपोज यू हैव द डेटा सेट एज शोन इन द फिगर 9.6 ऑन विच यू वॉन्ट टू परफॉर्म सॉर्टिंग इन द डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर. फिगर 9.6 देखो. ठीक है. Go to figure 9.6. Figure 9.6 is given over here. Look at the figure 9.6. Here you want to perform sorting in the descending order. So to sort the data, again switch to the VBA and insert module and enter the given code, and then you have to save it. Which code you have to give? You have to type this code. See, this code you have to type it. Press F5 to execute the code. Code execute करने के लिए you have to press which button? F5. The data set of your Excel sheet will be sorted in the descending order as shown in the figure 9.7. So students, this was all about this chapter using macros in a spreadsheet. Complete the assessment part. Thank you for watching.